You mentioned the Siberian wolf becoming a poodle. Was anything new created? What does the poodle have that the wolf does not? Besides whispering.
Quite a bit of a different keratin in the fur.
It still has hair. It's more curly. That's all.
Well, I mean, my point is there were mutations that occurred, and those mutations did create a different animal.
Well, the mutations, all mutations that have ever been observed are harmful, fatal, or neutral. Nobody's seen a good one that adds any information. We have some ducks.
I don't understand that point of view, because the process of natural selection, which all of us agree happens, means that the fittest animal survives. Well, natural selection happens because a variety is produced by mutations, and the ones that survive because of their mutations. So how can you not accredit those mutations?
We don't know that it survived from its mutations. Because of its mutations, it's really not survival of the fittest, it's survival of the luckiest most of the time. Many animals would not survive without somebody babysitting them or protecting them. I mean, if lightning hits a herd of buffalo, it's not survival of the fittest. Who was standing too close to the lightning? That's all.
Well, but the lightning thing's a bit anecdotal.
All of human history. I didn't hear lightning's anecdotal. What?
The lightning example is a bit anecdotal. It's not indicative of the majority of those instances.
Okay. Well, let's take an extremely cold winter comes in. Extremely cold winter. The dogs that don't have real thick fur die off. Next spring, the only ones there to make puppies are the ones that have thick fur.
But Brother Hovind, that's my point.
Right. I agree. Natural selection works.
But my point is, that's a mutation. That's a mutation.
Okay. Do you think any of those dogs are going to develop a central heating system, natural gas or propane?
I want to stay, as you often put it, one topic at a time.
Okay.
To make the statement that mutations are always bad is obviously not true.
No, I'd like you to show me an example of a good mutation that added information.
Added information is what does that mean? We just talked about thicker fur being good.
Well, it already had fur. And already had thick fur, or wouldn't have survived it. Okay, only the ones with thick fur survived that first cold winter.
Right, because of the mutation.
You think they have a mutation to make them make thicker fur?
How do you think the thicker fur got there, Brother Hovind?
I think it's in the genetic code to make fur.
But no, what I'm saying, why do you think that one wolf had thicker fur than the other wolf? Because that wolf experienced a mutation in the litter.
Well, just like the humans and their hair. Some humans have more hair than others. It's still hair.
No, I'm just saying the point is you can't say mutations are always bad, because that's an example of one being beneficial.
So you think the wolf having thicker fur is a mutation? I think you'd have to demonstrate that.
What is a mutation?
You don't know that.
If you have a litter of wolves, and one of them
a recessive gene.
Brother Hovind, why would
that have hair? I didn't hear that.
Why would there be recessive genes if evolution is so limited?
I think the original genetic code in the Garden of Eden was complete and incredible. Probably Adam and Eve had an IQ of 500 or 2,000 or something, and they were probably huge and could run for hundreds of miles without getting tired. And we've all degenerated from that. That would be speculation on my part, and I'm not demanding that be taught in public schools. But I think people were designed perfect. I think all the animals were designed perfect. Do you think the original creation was perfect and it has now evolved 100%. Into something?
No, well,
so
I believe well, let me say this. I believe that whatever Adam named in the garden must have looked a little bit different than what we got today. Do you not believe that?
I have no way of knowing.